Multi-accounting is the use of multiple accounts on the same server by one person. But is it really justifiable to get a permanent ban for that? At the beginning of this research, I asked myself how multi-accounting could negatively impact other players. And as I wasn't able to come up with a sensible answer, I messaged those who should know best. So I opened a support ticket with 6 questions about the issue. Unfortunately, only 2 of these 6 questions were vaguely answered. Let me show you. What are the upsides of completely keeping minor multi-accounting banned? Multi-accounting is not allowed as it is unfair to others. Imagine a guild with 10 accounts getting ready for battle, versus a guild with 10 accounts all played by one person. 10 people logging into the game and being active is more difficult than someone doing everything alone. To be honest, this reply was really funny to me, because if you ask them about how it is justifiable to give people that invest money into the game a tremendous advantage in comparison to free-to-play players, they would probably just say, yeah, this seems fair to us. But we are not here to talk about mushrooms. The support's reply is very irritating to me due to the fact that 10 people logging into the game and being active is not more difficult than someone doing everything alone. Of course, it can be easier to have every character of the guild participating in a fight. But as there's only one person controlling 10 accounts, the opposite can also be the case. And now let's talk about the effort put into those accounts. If we have 10 accounts played by 10 different people, the overall time invested into those accounts is exactly equal to the one person playing 10 accounts. It simply does not make a difference if there are more or less real people involved. Further thinking about it, you could also consider having real life friends or perhaps family members being together in a guild with you unfair. I know this is a far-fetched idea, but obviously those players will follow you and enter the guild you enter. So basically there are several accounts following you into a guild, which is not much more different from multi-accounting, especially because you know those people, and if they have not yet participated in a fight, you can communicate with them outside of Shakes and Fidget, which makes it really unfair for me and my 9 guild comrades that I don't know. Do you make a difference between free-to-play multi-accounts and Mushroom Spire multi-accounts? And are you more likely going to ban the first one? No, all players are treated alike. We do not make a difference between free-to-play players and shroomers. That answer was expected. I would rather have heard a yes, to be honest, because that would mean that they definitely are truthful about it. And this way it is a 50-50 chance of that being true. After those disappointing replies, I contacted the support again to in the first place report some copy-paste website that tries to profit off the developer's work, and while at it, may I ask if it's alright to multi-account as long as it is not in the same guild. The DOS you confirmed to have read states following. Per server 1 account, no basis for discussion, 1 per server. Well, that whole discussion left a sour taste, but I didn't want to bother the support any further. And to me it seems that they themselves do not have a clear answer why multi-accounting is banned, because obviously they did not give any logical explanation. And you surely would like to know what my deal with multi-accounting is. Why am I trying to push the agenda of this not being bad? In my experience, the apparent strict rules surrounding multi-accounting causes more confusion than anything. Some people are afraid of being banned if playing from the same IP. Then there are also people that believe multi-accounting is 100% allowed because they can easily register 2 accounts on the same world with 1 Facebook account. That was a thing which deceived me as well. When I came back to the game after a break, someone told me about that and I was surprised because it was definitely not allowed before. I just thought to myself, well, probably they changed the DOS, but they didn't. And this made me believe for some time that multi-accounting is allowed. And the largest disadvantage of course consists of accounts getting permanently banned. All the time and money invested into several accounts is completely lost. Even looking at this issue from a business perspective, it simply does not matter whether someone has more or less accounts on one server. Playa Games also seems to not think it is worth to waste time by banning multi-accounts, because the execution of that rule is similar to a police force only investigating murders that have been reported by the victims. The chance of getting banned is probably 1 to 100 or even lower. And let's conclude this video here. You can have your own opinion about that issue, but to me it just seems that this rule has no proper purpose except Playa Games acting as they care about fairness. But well, the world is not a fair place, but multi-accounting is not unfair. Botting and mushrooms are.